Hi, Jordan Reesner from SCD Lifestyle here. I just wanted to take a minute and tell you a little bit about me and a little bit about how the SCD diet saved my life. It all kind of started back in college. I was this broke college kid trying to get through, and I remember slowly I just started pooping a little bit more and a little bit more, and eventually realizing that I was sick. I think the biggest awakening moment I had was I was trying to, go through my budget and organize my bills, and I realized I was spending $50 a month on Imodium AD. I was popping them like candy just to make it through class. And I was rationalizing that that was normal, and I was just making it through on the college diet, and, I wasn't really sick. But I finally realized that something really was going on, and I called my doctor back in May of 2007. The first prescription? Oh, just eat more fiber. Take some Metamucil a couple times a day, you'll be fine. And so I did. I took Metamucil a couple times a day. It was horrible. I got sicker and sicker, and it came out with a vengeance. So I went back, and they said, oh, prescription number 2, you must have IBS. Yep, you got IBS. There's nothing we can do for you except for you can take this drug Bentyl and see how it goes. So I did. I took the drug Bentyl, and I got sicker, and the side effects were horrible. I couldn't think straight. My brain was foggy, and I felt terrible. And, it all finally kind of came to a head one morning. I was going through my morning ritual of, spending a half hour on the toilet. And I got all done, and I looked down, and there was nothing but blood. The whole thing was full of blood. And I panicked. I didn't know what to do. I remember I was sweating. My heart was racing. I was panicking. I thought I was dying. I thought this was it. And I freaked out, and I called my girlfriend at the time, who's now my wife. And she came and got me, and we jumped in the car, and we headed to the emergency room. And I remember sitting there thinking, how the hell did I get here? I was a normal kid about to graduate college, and here I am on the way to the emergency room, bleeding through 2 of her maxi pads. Well, where did I get to this position? And 9 hours in the waiting room later, they said, oh, you got a fissure hemorrhoid, you're going to have to deal with it the rest of your life, kind of thing. Here's some anti-inflammatories, go home. And I went back to my regular doctor. They said, go to a gastroenterologist. That's what they do. That's what they're good at. They'll take care of you. So I made an appointment, got in, and they said, oh, you got IBS, So I begged her, please give me a colonoscopy, figure out what's going on. I'm convinced I have cancer, WebMD, I've got cancer for sure. So I did. I went in, I got a colonoscopy, and I remember the prep was horrible, but it was just like a normal day for me. I just finally had a reason as to why it was happening. But I woke up from the anesthesia, I got endoscopy, colonoscopy. She had a big smile on her face, Everything looked great, everything looked normal. We sent some labs in, but otherwise, no cancer, no Crohn's, no UC, everything was good. That was back in November of 2007. Lo and behold, a couple weeks later, I get in the mail a packet with the biopsy results. Oh yeah, actually you have celiac disease. The results were positive. Just don't eat gluten the rest of your life and you'll be fine. So I didn't really know what to do, I was kind of on my own, and I researched the gluten-free diet for, weeks and weeks, and I finally decided to make the switch, and I started eating gluten-free. I didn't know what I was doing. I'd been eating college food, living off a deep fryer in college the whole time, but I sort of felt my way through, and for a year and a half I ate gluten-free, a strict gluten-free diet, and I never got better. I just still was sick all the time, and it was totally depressing. I started to get freaked out about going out in public. Where's the nearest bathroom? How's my escape route look? What am I going to do if I get sick? And it happened all the time, every time we went out. And I started to feel really sorry for myself, and I didn't know what was going on. I was this huge piece of garbage. I remember one night watching my wife and my son sleep, and I ended up staying up late in the kitchen writing out, all of our bank account information, our login information, in case anything did happen to me, because I really felt that way. At that point, I was really willing to do anything to get better, and I was really lucky. I got an appointment with a holistic physician in Lansing here, his prescription, read Breaking the Vicious Cycle, by Elaine Gottschall, start the SCD Diet, and then come back and see me. And I left thinking, what the hell? Where's my magic pill? I want to get better now. What's the answer? What this diet? I don't want that kind of commitment. I've already lived gluten-free. What more do I need to do? And I was in disbelief, but it took me a couple weeks. I let it sink in. I ordered Elaine's book and I read Elaine's book, and it finally had all the answers I was looking for. But it was incredibly intimidating. I remember thinking, I've been eating gluten-free box dinners for the last year and a half. Before that, I was eating deep-fried food as a college kid, pizza and beer. I don't know how to cook. I don't know how to do anything in the kitchen, let alone peel, de-seed, and cook fruits and vegetables and do all this stuff. I don't know how to make my own yogurt. How am I going to pull off this diet? What the heck, I was lost in the kitchen. I was afraid the diet wouldn't work. I didn't know what was going on. And, finally I spent weeks and weeks and weeks researching the diet, how to cook and clean everything, how to peel, de-seed, all this stuff. And I finally started the diet, almost over a year ago now. And the diet saved my life. Literally, it took 7 days and I was down to 1 bowel movement a day, and I felt incredible. And I had a long way to go, but I was alive again. I had days where the diet really got to me and the stress was really intense and trying to make food and have my family and work and everything else. But, let's face it, the SCD diet can be really tough to start, but it's worth it. Every single ounce of energy is worth it. I didn't realize before starting the diet how much of our lives was based on social experiences. So once I started the diet, I had some awkward, nice catered dinners at work where, we had customers and businesses come in and here I come in with my big giant red lunch pail and I got, some cooked salmon and some pureed squash in there. But you get through those things and people are curious and they understand you're trying to get healthy. But, I've been on the diet about, a little over a year now. And I've come so far. I've really regained my health back, and I did it all through the kitchen. And I didn't have to take any pills. I didn't have to do anything weird. I didn't have to get any surgeries. And, my celiac disease is completely manageable now. I have energy, clarity, focus. I can do all the hobbies I want to do. I can spend time with my family. We can go on road trips again, and I don't care where the bathroom is. I don't think about it. It doesn't even cross my mind. And it's an amazing, amazing gift to have back. So I just wanted to share my story because I know this diet works. It saved my life, and I know it can save anyone else's life too if they put their mind to it and take control of their health. So again, last thing I want to say is take control of your health, change your diet, change your life, and never look back. Thanks for checking out my story, and I hope you spend some time on scdlifestyle.com to find out some more great information on the SCD diet and other health-related issues. Thank you.